Hey people, it's your girl VD, Vitruvian Doll, as known as the True V. Whoop, 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 whoop. So guys, I wanted to hit you with another video today. I will be opening up to you about my transition in terms of me becoming who I was then to how I look like now. So the title of this video will be my appearance transition, which is essentially about my glow up. Okay, so yeah. Just to keep you guys a little bit more entertained, I will be having a little gist towards the end, but for the time being I will give you guys 7 things that I did to achieve my appearance transition. So okay, I'm gonna get right into it. The first thing I did to look like this, because your girl has come a long way, is basically improve my beauty regime. So that is basically as us girls would call it, maintenance. And what that basically was, in terms of beauty, I would say find a routine for number 1, my skincare. Number 2, for maintaining my natural hair as well. For those of you out there that like to do natural hairstyles or maintain your actual hair. And also the flip side of it is the maintaining of that. So I'd have these new routines in place and I'd also work on maintaining that. So I would set aside a time that I would want to do this during the month. So starting with my beauty regime, I picked up the habit of doing facial masks. You know, every girl should have a face mask that she does, a one of preference. One that I like to do that really like softens my skin and continues a glow is honey and oatmeal. I like to actually crush fresh oatmeal. So you could basically buy any oatmeal from the supermarket, get some in a container. I would usually do this dry, don't like cook it or anything, and then I would add honey. So get natural honey as much as possible. Depending on if I'm breaking out or not, I'd put sea salt, so literally a teaspoon of natural sea salt. If I'm not breaking out, then it's just honey and natural oats. So once I mix this together, I'd usually grind it as well, so it will just be like a smoother texture on my skin. I'd use that as a scrub. So starting from my face, yes, face to my neck, and then quite possibly this area as well. And I'd literally keep that on for as long as possible. I don't have a time frame for when I do my beauty regimes. It's just something that when I feel comfortable, I'd take that off. Number 2, my hair maintenance. Sorry, not number 2 as in second thing I did, but out of number 1 beauty regimes is hair maintenance. So I realized that I'm on this journey where I want to look more natural. It was just like a personal thing that I realized that, especially within the community with Afro hair, community with, you know, 4C type hair, I wanted to become more me basically and like glorify that almost, because I really feel like natural hairstyles are pretty. And I'm not saying other hairstyles are not. I still do other hairstyles, you know, long straight hair, bone straight, whatever you want to call it, colored hair. I do that, but it's very occasional. So yeah, I want to basically work on my own hair and grow my natural hair to a certain length. So yeah, so that is part of my beauty regime. One of the things that improved my glow up, i.e. my appearance transition. Okay, so number 2 out of this phase is my makeup routine. So, okay guys, as I said, your girl VD, Vitruvian Doll, she's come a long way. I haven't always had my makeup this natural. As you can see, I hardly like tend to wear a lot of makeup, to be honest. I'd do like the natural lip, bit of eyeshadow, my little chinky lids, and I love getting my eyebrows done as well. Some girls pluck their eyebrows, but I love going to get my eyebrows like literally threaded. I like it when they do it for me because I feel like it's just more straight and it lasts longer as well. So yeah, I improved my makeup routine. The reason behind this was, again, I realized that girls in the Afro community, you know, we could be whoever we want to be. And I realized the natural side of us, you know, is beautiful, as with any community. So I decided that, do you know what? I'm starting to feel more comfortable in my skin, so I should feel more comfortable with my facial appearance. So I decided to start wearing less makeup, and I realized that it made me feel more comfortable in the sense of I'd literally do this glam to even go out, you know, like if I was to go out to a party or a bar or even to work, even if I'm local, I'd literally have this. This is my everyday makeup. So quickly, just to tell you what it consists of, a bit of eyeshadow in my crease, and I'd buy like nude lipsticks. I love to line my lips, guys. As you can see, I have to wear lip liner. I do not do no lipstick with no lip liner. So yeah, defo have to get your lip liner on, girls. Yeah, it's so important to have a good amount of makeup on your face and try your best not to overdo it. I wouldn't say I've always looked this natural, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, I've just been experimenting with what really looks good. Like, so yeah, it's all literally just been coming together with the scales and everything. So number 3 of this process of my appearance transition, I would say, is working on my hairstyles. So guys, as you know, I love a natural hairstyle in general, but I'm the type of person that explores different hairstyles. So I'd either like, I don't know, maybe get like a bone straight unit, straighten my own hair. I love fringes a lot. And I do like hairstyles that require a lot less edges to them. So you might notice that over the course of a few of my videos, I'm not really the edge type of girl. I prefer like natural looking hairstyles, and not natural in the sense of kinky or braided up or anything, but natural in the sense of it is like fitting to my face. So I don't need to do much work basically. Yeah, I just think they're easier maintenance, number one. They tend to fit you better. And I get a lot more comments. Oh my gosh, like, you know, is that your hair and everything like that? So over the years, I've been experimenting with different hairstyles, and you're going to get to a stage where you find a hairstyle that suits you. And as I said, it's not necessary that the hairstyle would be natural, as in to whatever background you come from. It's not necessary that your hairstyle has to match, you know, who you are basically, but as long as it fits your personality. And I feel like, for me personally, I feel like either fringes, you know, I love a nice little fringe, bangs, as my American people would say. And I really love a poof, you know, a bit of an afro. I'm a bit of an afro girl. And I also like long curly hair as well. I really think that's really, really sexy, actually. So yeah, in the course of a few more videos, I will be hopefully doing more hairstyles. But yeah, this is one of my favorite. I love natural hairstyles, so I have been experimenting a lot, and it will help you if you're trying to, like, you know, become, you know, that girl, your glow up basically. So number 4 on my list for transitions as to becoming the new you is okay guys, I know this is very simple and well known, but it is so important. Fitness. Okay, So I've been on a journey whereby, apart from wanting to look good, you know, in terms of what I could put on, things that I could plaster on my face, I don't know, even my hair, I thought about my body overall with clothes on, and of course in other ways. I always wanted to feel more confident in myself. Over the years, I'm not too sure if I was in a place where I wouldn't say I wasn't comfortable, but I always thought that I could, you know, do better. So as with a lot of people as well, like, you get to a stage where you analyze what you think works and what doesn't. So I worked on my fitness. So I've been on a fitness journey for, like, I would say like a good year and 3 months now. It all started when I wanted to keep my stomach flat, you know. I love a nice little flat stomach, you know, because, you know, our bodies are centered. So the first thing you tend to probably see is your stomach. Like, you look at the face and then boom, your stomach, and then everywhere else. So I like having a flat stomach. So that was one of the things. And number two, I just wanted to feel like I would feel comfortable in wearing everything. So when I say fitness, guys, it's not necessarily about, oh yeah, I need to start the gym ASAP like everyone else has been saying. No, guys, I don't do gym. Okay? I mean, not that I don't want to do gym, and not that I'm bashing anyone for doing gym, but fitness has to match your lifestyle. So there's different ways of keeping fit. And I would say, if you do not have a gym you go to, or it's not within your vicinity, like me, I live in the sticks, guys. In the UK, we call it sticks, but it's when you live far away. Basically, all the gyms are far away from me. So if I was to go to the gym, it's going to be another workout to get there. So I've started a routine from home, and hopefully I want to build my equipment as the years go on. So, yeah. So the first thing I did was work on my abs, because that's what targets having a flatter stomach. And then I'd also do legs as well. I think girls with legs, good legs, you know, overall have good composition. And I'd also have a bit of cardio with that. My cardio nowadays isn't to do with running, because I feel like running is stressful on your knees. I actually had a knee injury. Yes, guys, I've had a knee injury. I believe this knee injury was in 2015, and till today, I'm good. Okay, I don't want to go to that area and make it feel like how it did in 2015. Okay, God forbid. I'm good. So I'm pretty sensitive when it comes to working on my legs. Again, I may be talking about that time in another video anyway, because that was quite a catastrophic time, dislocating my knee. But yeah, so my cardio would normally be either walking. I live far from my station, guys, as well, my train station. So I tend to do walking naturally, at least 20 minutes. So I do a long walk. And if I'm not walking to the station, say if I'm working from home, or, you know, there's nothing to do, I'd literally walk within my vicinity, my local area. I'd do walks around there. That's another way to get cardio in, and a minimum of 30 minutes, guys. Make sure any of your cardio is 30 minutes. My ab work and leg work, as I said, my leg work is very light. It's not that I won't do it, but I won't do a lot of it, and I wouldn't put weight on my leg. 30 minutes as well. 15 minutes abs, 15 minutes legs. But if you're just starting, obviously start with 10 minutes, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, build it up as you go along. So I have been doing this for a year and 3 months, and your girl has gotten her shape back. Okay, baby. I don't know, should I post some pics or videos? I don't know. Well, my next video is going to be about that anyway, dieting, etc., and the food that you put in your body. So I may give you a little flash, but nothing too extravagant anyway. So was that number 4? Yes, that was number 4. So my number 5 is diet. Yes, I've separated fitness from diet. Why this is number 5 on my list for my transition is because, you know, guys, you could even do it without fitness. If I'm honest with you, you could even, like, be a person where you don't really want to like do extensive work on your body. You just want to work on what you put in, which is essentially enough, really. But it just depends the mileage you want to put in. So I got to a place where I was feeling like, okay, cool. I'm not really the type to want to skip meals. I'm not a fitness freak. And I'm also someone that doesn't like to not eat, you know, nice things, even if it's on occasions. So I decided that whatever it is I am doing for this diet, I will be eating less. So a big thing that I did during the course of my fitness season, which was over a year ago, during that course till now, of course, I'd eat less. So that means having, you know, portion control. And it's not necessarily like, oh, I'd cut out a bit of food here and there. It's basically me saying that I'm only going to eat this much today, and I'd have like 2 meals max. And any other meals that I want to eat, I'd supplement it with different types of food. So I'm just going to go into this really quickly because I want to detail this on another talk with you guys. But say, for example, in the morning, I'm straight to the point. I'd have something light, i.e. my tea. I cannot skip my tea. Tea is the main preference for my whole day. My tea is literally 50% of my diet. I drink a lot of tea, as expressed in my previous video. If you haven't seen my previous video, check out my channel. It's called My Love for Tea. Okay, so check that out. But basically, I ate less. I cut down on how much I ate, as in how many times I ate, drank more tea, and I ate foods that make me feel happy. So what I mean by happy foods is foods that are basically not necessarily healthy, but foods that I know that, oh, this is not, you know, a bad choice for me, as in my being. So I stopped eating certain meats from the supermarket. If I am to eat certain meats, I'd go to the butchers or I'd go to the fishmongers. I used to love fries, guys. So now I just eat sweet potato. If I do want to make fries, I'd cut up a few potatoes and I'd make them myself. Do you know why? Because if you see 3 potatoes, you're not going to eat that much fries. You're going to want to not eat it. And the process of making fries from scratch, oh my God, it's so long. So yeah, it basically helped me stop eating things that are not necessarily good in the long term. So yeah, try to pick up on foods that make you feel good. Not necessarily healthy, but good. And I knew fries, because of the high oil content, it wasn't necessarily making me feel good. Another quick one for happy foods is focus on foods that restore your energy. You know, this could even be high calorie foods, but work on not having too much, like an excess, like binging, exactly, binge eating. If you are the type to like takeouts of recent as well, I've really cut down on takeouts, guys. This is serious. Sorry, I had to have a moment of silence for my chicken and chips. Woo! People, takeouts is so important to you regulating your diet. Be wise, okay? If you want to glow up, maximum you should really be doing is cooking your own food. Or if you can afford it, get someone to cook for you. But when you do takeouts, trust me, those calories that you think you're losing, you're going to put it back on. I'll be honest with you, I hardly have takeout anymore. And if I am to have takeout, I love Oriental food. I'd have a Chinese, or I get a roast chicken because I love roast chicken. That's Portuguese because I went to Portugal, but that's not the only reason. Or I could get chicken and chips. Well, really and truly, if I'm to have any of these foods, it's literally like once or twice a month. I love a fish and chips as well because, you know, your girl loves them English kind of, you know, dishes and that. But yeah, cut down on your takeouts because the takeouts is what builds the bulk, and you're not the one cooking it, so you don't really know what goes into it. So focus on making your own foods, whether if that food is healthy food or not. Try and cook your own foods. And when you try and cook your own foods, you end up making your foods better. So yeah. Number 6. Okay, this is on a personal note. Get some fresh air. What really helped me transition in appearance, what you see today, guys, is years of work. But it's not just about what I put in again, and it's not just about what I plaster on my face. It's more or less how I look after myself. I realized that going out more is efficient enough to give me good thoughts. And when you have good thoughts, you have good mental health. And when you have good mental health, you tend to glow. So get fresh air, guys. There's nothing wrong with taking a walk to your park and then walking back home, even if you don't want to stay there. So I'd literally do most of my walking, as I said, to the station, because I live far from the station, girl. Your girl lives in the sticks. It's a bit far from the bits. Okay, sorry, I'm not trying to rap. But yeah. Walk a lot, guys. I know a lot of us do live in suburban areas or even in the city where transport is everywhere, so there's no need to walk to even the park itself. But even if you do live in a high busy area, some days just say, okay, today I'm going to walk home from the gym, or I'm going to walk home from picking up your kids at school. I don't have kids yet personally, but if you do have kids, you know, walk and pick them up is good for them as well. Go when you're going out, maybe walk. I don't know, just walk somewhere, guys, like anywhere. Do laps in the park, speed walk, you know. If you're not the jogging type, you could even do speed walking, but personally, just do any type of walking. Yeah, it would really help you, guys, because it's important to go out, basically. Like going out, feeling refreshed, seeing the world, you know, people, meeting people, smiling, them smiling at you, getting nice comments. It's all part of your glow up. Like, it's all part of you transitioning and becoming this new you, your new appearance. And, you know, you tend to get that recognition as well. So yeah, never skip a day on taking a walk out there. Okay. Number 7, last but not least, is keeping busy. Yes, guys, we're all busy. But are we busy enough? So that's another thing that I had to work on for this transition. Find something to do. And you know, when I say that, it's not that, you know, you're not a busy person naturally or you don't want to find something to do. But this goes beyond the reach of going to work or waking up to keep fit or whatever. This is more or less about you finding another activity out of your daily routines of keeping fit or looking after the kids or going to meet up with your friends. Find something more to do. So a few recommendations for me would be finding a hobby. Finding a hobby. So guys, I'm an avid sightseer. I love seeing new things. I love visiting new places. I love seeing new spaces. I love buildings. I love architecture. You know, I love traveling as well, as you know. So yeah, I tend to find most of my busyness by going to see new things. And in me doing that, I am essentially busy. I could spend the whole day in a new city and in a new location. And this could literally be a train away or a drive away. Who knows? You could get to somewhere new in like an hour. Explore your city, guys. There's so many things to do. There's so many things to see. You know, even outside of your city, outside of your country, if you've got the money for it, travel. So keep yourself busy, guys. Find a hobby. You know, everyone has things that they like doing personally. This may not even have to do with my hobby. This could be something that you've always thought of and you were like, okay, cool. I want to start, you know, baking, or I want to start making skincare line products, you know, different kinds of things, guys. It could even become a business, you know? There's so much for you to do in this life to keep busy with. And again, it is separate to your daily routine. It is separate from going to work. It is separate from looking after yourself. It is separate from, you know, taking a walk. Keep busy, guys, please. So I'm going to give you a quick recap. I hope I've gone through the tea with you, but yeah, literally my tea was my knee dislocation, and till this very day I do want to work on my legs. I'm kind of a thick shape sort of girl, so I wouldn't say I'm too slim or big at all, but somewhere around there. And I really think legs accentuate a girl's physique, so I really want to work on my legs. But yeah, I dislocated my knee time ago, guys. Trust me, you do not want to hurt any bone in your body. Even if you decide to go to the gym, please be careful. Be careful. Your legs, okay? Be careful. How I dislocated my knee, okay. You guys are gonna laugh, but basically 2015, I was pursuing going to the gym, funny enough, and it was with a friend. There was a day that we was leaving our accommodation because I was in uni at the time, and we'd, you know, just go to the gym at random times because the gym closes at like what, no hours at all. It was 24/7. Those gyms, like till today, the gyms are 24/7 in certain areas. So we wanted to leave the gym at like what, 2:30 a.m. and I had another housemate that was severely drunk. And the funny thing is, how drunk they were like, it was just crazy. So I was just like, do you know what? I cannot leave this person at home. How drunk they were. But because the cab was outside, again, we lived far from that gym, I'm not gonna lie to you. Campus was a bit far, so we had to get a cab at 2:30. There was no buses, no nothing. As soon as I wanted to step out my door, for some reason I was too busy laughing at the situation going on. I tripped over my doorstep backwards. I tripped over my doorstep backwards. I am telling you, the way my knee bopped to the what? Listen, my bone, yeah, was like this. Thank God nothing popped out my skin, but my bone, like off my knee, my bone was like this, basically. When it's meant to be like this, it was like this. So yeah, they called the paramedics, whatever you want to call them, ambulance, and they knocked it back in position while I was on my doorstep. So it was crazy. Yeah, there's no treatment for no broken bones or nothing, so you need to be careful. So yeah, that was my tea. So I'm going to recap again to you lovely people what it is that I want you to do if you want to transition. Get your glow up, guys. So number one is focus on having a beauty regime. Everyone has one. Find one. Makeup. Girls, I can't tell you enough. The more natural, the better. But work on your makeup routine. Work on getting the precision eyebrows, whatever we do. Eyebrows on fleek, whatever. Try new hairstyles as well. So this could even be for the guys. Get a different kind of shape up, you know. Fitness is important. Work on your body. Build muscle if you have to, or reduce muscle. Reduce your weight. Put on weight. It depends on your needs. But for me, just try get your personal shape in order. Diet. Watch what you eat, guys. It's so important to be specific about what you put in so you could get something good out. And fresh air. Go out there. Interact. Socialize. Even if it's just you. Breathe in, breathe out. Best way to cope with anxiety, right? But also the best way to cope with life. Important. And lastly, keep busy. Do whatever you have to do to keep yourself functioning during the day. even during the night. Whatever you need to do to keep busy, guys, do it. Find the lifestyle. So again, this is how I transitioned my appearance, i.e. my glow up. So thank you so much if you stayed to the end. I appreciate you. If you have any questions, if you want me to talk on anything else specifically, do let me know. Feel free to follow me. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to get in touch. But either ways, thank you so much. Stay blessed.